we talking about?
What's up, True Feelings family? I said, what the hell? I might as well come back to the damn YouTube. Y'all, my granddaughter ain't here yet. Said, let me slip this in because I'm going to have her for tonight, Thursday, and Friday. So just let me just get the inmate to roommate thing out of the way. Because it was quite interesting to say the least. Now, let's give a big shout out and a big hand to Henry cleaning his damn house and cleaning his yard.
Yeah, it's like a new house.
Henry got a nice ass house, but that just made me feel like that shit, hoarder shit that we was getting with in the beginning, he wanted that to happen. He wanted us to have something to talk about. Because I work with those people too in the population I deal with. A hoarder is a hoarder. So I don't know if that shit gonna stay clean, but let's give him a hand for cleaning the shit up. It did look good. So Henry decided, let me reach out to DQ's ass to see how he doing over there with Slow Joe. See if we can get together and talk about the last thing that happened between us over that black and white shit that they was trying to serve.
This talk with Harry can go either way.
So now production done switched over to talking to DQ. DQ glad as shit that this man done reached out to his ass because his ass is now homeless back again. His ass is homeless.
Yeah, I was concerned for a moment.
So he said he feeling a little prideful and shit. He don't want to ask for no help, but he needs some help and all. I said, yeah, you gonna come back with your damn tail tucked between your little baby butt cheeks.
I'm going to come home correct, as a man though.
So the producers asked him, what's up with you and Uncle Joe? He said him and Uncle Joe are absolutely no more. I'm sound like I Am Sam and shit, make shit rhyme and shit. But he said him and Uncle Joe ain't no more. They have some damn issues, so he ain't living anywhere. He just living everywhere.
It hurts my soul that I even had to go stand at people's house.
Now people, I would have loved to see what happened between him and Joe. Joe thought he was going to take him and do better. So I would have loved to see what happened between him and Joe. Maybe production said, we ain't taking our ass over to Kalamazoo. We heard about Kalamazoo. They might try to jack us for our damn cameras and shit. So our asses ain't going over to Kalamazoo. Anyway, they end up meeting up at a little cafe and shit, getting some coffee and shit. And they talk about how they ended their damn relationship. Wanted to know, are you over this whole black and white thing? So we not gonna rehash his damn feelings. At the end of the day, Mr. Henry said he's supposed to call the police. He never told this ignorant ass boy that he would call the police.
Yeah, I got over it.
So we ain't gonna even rehash that shit. But of course he over it because he living from pillar to post. He ain't got shit no more. So now apparently his ass got 2 jobs, okay? He got 2 jobs.
One job I work from 7 to 2:30, then the other job I work from 5:30 to 5:30 in the morning.
So Mr. Henry wants to know what happened with him and Mr. Joe. What's going on? But he never explained to Henry what happened with Joe. Now, if I was Henry, I would want to know what happened with Joe. Because according to the fucking DQ's little simple ass, he said Mr. Joe, Slow Joe, was too much authority for his ass. He was a strict parent. And I'm like, dude, what it sounds like to me, sir, little ass boy, because that's what you are, little ass boy, is you don't like to follow anybody's rules. You don't want to do anything anyone's telling you to do in their home. When you are able to get out of your head, out of your ass, and get your own shit, that's when you become a man. 25, you ain't a man, you're a little ass boy. And you need to start listening to people if you're going to keep your little ass out of the prison house.
I couldn't relax. Have to do this, have to do that.
So I said all that to say, because I kind of rambled on and went somewhere else, why didn't Henry ask him about that shit? It's like, if he got rules, what was his rules that was different from the shit I was telling you to do? Okay? Did he tell you also Jamal can't be at his damn house? Like, what happened? I need to know what his rules, did they match my same shit? Because if you're coming back living with me, little motherfucker, okay, you gonna follow my rules, the same ones that you left with. No, Jamal's ass can't come over here, period. So if we still ain't fucking dealing with that, because that would have been my conversation. Now, we just talking right now. You watch the damn show. Like, that would have been my conversation. You come back, but what makes you think I'ma change? None of that is different. You do understand that what we left with, I'm still on the same shit, sir. It ain't changed for me. He ain't coming here. How do you feel about that now? Okay, police or not, it ain't happening. That's my rules in my house. How are you feeling about that? That's where I would have liked that conversation to go.
Yeah, definitely.
But Henry likes to do that therapy talk that I hear every day of my life. He does that little therapy talk. It's like, no, don't be his therapist now. Let him know the real. Because right now, we on some roommate shit. We ain't on no therapy shit.
Hopefully this time it goes great.
Now, Henry was happy that the shit didn't work out with Uncle Joe, Slow Joe, okay? Because he knew when Slow Joe took him off and he's in this ridiculous argument over if he would not see his mother or something if he was on parole. Like, he didn't think it was going to work out anyway. He said the shit, if this is the best he got to work with, this little boy is a whole ass lot of trouble.
Right.
Now, like I said, DQ said he had a job. He had 2 jobs. I want to know, when did he get those 2 jobs? Was he able to get those 2 jobs through coaching from Slow Joe? You know, how did he get these? How long has he been working? And it seems like if you got 2 jobs with the hours that he was putting out there, that you'd be too damn tired to do anything but fucking go to sleep and then get your ass back up and go to work. But my husband was explaining to me, he's like, no, these new kids, these 20s, they can party, because he's like, we used to do it. I never worked in my 20s, so I don't know nothing about that. But he says 20-year-olds can work and party and get up and go to work again the next day. Like, that's the shit that they do. So I don't know, maybe that's his shit. But yeah, I would have had more questions about what happened with Joe before we just went on, because I would have wanted to make it very clear to him that I'm still on the same shit. Jamal's ass ain't coming here when he get out. So now they meet up again. Looks like they at some type of racetrack, and they got him a plate of chicken. Mr. Henry's like, that don't look like what's wrong, because normally you eat your food, you ain't eat your food. So little asshole little boy said he got too much shit on his mind. Now at this point, he ain't ever told Henry that he needs some place to stay. So he was glad when Mr. Henry offered him to come back and try to do this experiment again with his ass, after old little boy done gave him this song and dance on life and shit and how he sees shit, and that he wasn't ready and that it was just too fast, too soon. It's like, the problem is you just wanted to do what you wanted to do. That's why shit didn't work out for you, little ass boy, because you were sitting there wanting to do what you wanted to do. I personally wouldn't have sat there and listened to all your little bullshit as you were sitting there. I would have read into your little ass, breaking my plant and shit. I would have read your little ass, because you was disrespectful. The way your uncle came off on that man was disrespectful. None of us liked it. None of us liked the whole black and white shit that you was trying to throw out there, because that was so much bullshit. It was so much bullshit, and you know it. You know what that man was trying to tell your ass and what he's trying to teach you. You got me defending this crazy ass man, and that shit I don't like.
There you go.
So now he done moved back into Henry's house. We gonna see how this shit is going to work out. How many episodes, people? Let me know in the comments. Is tomorrow the last episode, or do we have like a couple of more episodes to go? But another thing, people, did any of this occur to you like it occurred to me? I said, okay, wait a minute. When Slow Joe took him off, there was a whole issue about the parole officer and calling the parole officer to let him know he's in residency here and going over there. Like, what happened to that? How is it that he was able to just go from pillar to post with nothing and not contact his PO and not get violated because he don't have a damn address? How is that possible? Like I said, there's a lot of little bitty little holes in they shit that I found as I'm watching this damn show. Like, what happened to his ass being on parole and shit? Just saying, did that occur to anybody else besides my black ass?
New beginnings? Yeah, new beginnings.
Stephanie and Ari, you know, I hate when I look forward to seeing a certain group or cast and then they just disappoint me, because they story to me was lazy and easy. The whole storyline was lazy and easy. Girl gets out, put out roommate. She's gonna be sloppy, messy, a drunk, coming in all hours of the night and shit.
Right isn't out of control drunk.
It was just sloppy, lazy, and easy, and it just kind of went nowhere fast for me because it just didn't. Like I said, there was holes in their story. Now, at one point, you got this girl that she was putting her ass out her house. I'm just going to go over some shit. You saw the show. Now, when they're sitting there on the couch, because she's all pissed off and shit because this girl done came in at 4 something in the morning with friends and shit. I'm sitting there thinking, girl, you didn't put no rules in place. Don't have nobody at my house. Nobody. Like, nobody. I don't want none of your ratchet ass friends at my house. I barely know your wretched ass. Okay, I'm going to take that back. I barely know your ass. So why am I want your little friends at my damn house at 4 something in the morning? You would think there would have been some damn rules in place. So we just gonna get past that, okay? It seemed like the girl was only there for about 3-4 days and just caused a whole bunch of shit in them down 3 or 4 days. And they still went back to, I don't know where she got the money from. I'm like, why are we still on that girl? We know where she got the money from. She told you where she got the money from. People was getting stimulus checks in prison and in jail. They was. I'm a witness. I was getting them for my clients. We didn't want to give them the shit because they was taking that shit getting high. We couldn't give them pieces of it. We had to give them the whole damn $1,200 jail check. Like we had to. So she ain't lying about that. So I don't even know why they still going over that. I understand her being mad about, yeah, she should be paying some rent. You got some money, so you should at least offer to pay some rent. And that's some real shit. A real woman would do that. For that, you's a tacky ass motherfucker for not doing that. You should have gave her something for being in her damn house, okay? Now, this is the shit that threw me off, okay? This is the shit that threw me off. She's sitting there crying, saying she don't know what she gonna do with her life. She don't know what direction she going in. I said, okay, wait a minute. Last week, you said that you was doing paralegal in the prison. You gonna do the shit once you get out of prison, that you got that shit lined up, and you got back job interviews.
I'm currently in a paralegal class that I started in prison. I have job interviews lined up back to back, and then also like I have money in the bank.
So that shit don't even go together. It's like which is it? Like they just had a whole bunch of little shit in their storyline that just didn't make any damn sense to me. It didn't.
It just don't make sense to me, bro.
So now I'll end this video by saying I was highly disappointed in Quinn, Tiffany, and Ari. I thought they was going to give me more than that. I think even if they would have just kept Quinn in, the shit would have at least been entertaining. Watching them go back and forth was somewhat entertainment. But like I said, the storyline was lazy, easy, and it was just you can write this shit yourself. It went nowhere for me fast.
So I guess I will just go back to Georgia.
This last one that I just did, Dr. Henry and them guys, okay, they gave me a little bit of something, but you know, there's still some little shit that I feel production could have threw in there, like him living with Slow Joe. That would have been great to see. That would have been great to see how that shit turned out. So they should have just added more shit in there, and I feel like they just didn't do enough. And that other little crazy little boy with Cal and Sandra, okay, he got a whole fucking car that I can't afford, and I got a good ass job, get paid well, okay? I still can't afford that damn car, but he was able to get it off the lot with no license and no insurance. The last time I remember, you can't take a car like that off the lot with no license and no insurance. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Can you do that if you give them full cash for that car? And another thing, he just don't look like the type of motherfucker who know anything about crypto coins. But I could be wrong about that. So anyway, that's all I got, y'all. I will see you guys Saturday with something else. Listen. We're not going to be happy with Friday's episode of Life After Lockup. I can guarantee you. Remember what happened to us with the last Love After Lockup. We thought we was going to get something good. We could feel it was trash, okay? It was. And I think they're going to give us some of the same shit. Because at this point, what? We going to see. We going to see. Anyway, you guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Don't be an asshole. Bye.